Hi, Gali.
Hello, hello. Okay, we are finally on. After a little bit of
We,
technical difficulties, we are on.
yes, yes, we are on. It is Tuesday and we're making it again. That's a miracle.
We're, yeah, it's a
Every
miracle.
Tuesday.
We're back. I'm surprised by how long we've been going.
Yes, me too.
Yes, it's really, really good.
Every Tuesday, no
And
fail.
no fail, no matter where we are. I'm in the US now. You're in Cape Town in the new amazing office. And no fail,
Yes,
it's going.
yes. And I see Avery is here and Dustin. Hi, guys.
Hi, hi. So I don't see any comments. I'm off my phone right now, so I won't see comments, but I'm
Okay.
looking forward to having you read them for me.
Okay, good. So I will read them for you.
Okay, great.
The
So,
accent will
okay,
not be
let's
as good, but it's good.
say again.
The accent will not be as good, but fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Anna said
exactly,
hello from
exactly.
Cape Town.
Hello, hello. Amazing, amazing. So today's topic that we're diving into is the topic of multiple sources of income. Because I
Yeah.
think everybody has realized that the dream is to have multiple sources of income. It's like you feel like you've made it when you've got many flows and money's coming from different places, and there's passive income, and there's your business and whatever. And so there's this thing of how do I create multiple sources? Because I have my job and I'm stuck in my routine. So how do I build it out? And that's the topic of today.
Okay. So first of all, let's understand the word multiple.
Okay, fair
Multiple
enough.
means multiple mean to take something and to repeat it. So two
Okay.
times three. So two times three. So I'm multiplying two. I take three twice. Yes. So multiple sources of income assume that you have one source of income because 0 times 3 is 0. 0 times 50 is 0. So the
Yes.
basic, most obvious mistake people do is they try to have multiple sources of income before they have one, so they have nothing to multiply by.
That's true. That is very, very true.
It's just too simple, yes? Hi, Pedro.
Totally. Hey, Pedro.
Love you. So
Love you.
you see the point.
Yes.
The first thing is you need to establish stable one source of income before you try to multiply, because otherwise you multiply 0 by whatever, and you will see that people will call it that you are not focused, you are not this, you are not. It's all true. Basically, what you're trying to do is you misunderstand the word multiple sources of income. Multiple means that you have to have at least one to multiple by.
That's very true. I agree. People they try to run before they've even crawled. Like they don't even have a basic income. That's true.
Exactly. Okay. So that's the first thing. So the second thing is that source of income, if you try to have many sources of income, it is good, but you will see that it is possible to do that once you understand how to create income.
Okay, the
So
principles of income. Yes.
yeah, you need to understand how to create income, because if you don't understand how to create income, never mind that you cannot multiply it, but how can you source of nothing? Because income, most people don't actually know where it comes from.
What do you mean?
If I would, like, what's this? What is where income comes from?
What do I think?
Yeah, like what do you
I mean, I would say that income comes from your production.
exactly? So
Yeah.
income comes from helping other people.
Yes. True.
Yes. So
100%.
when you are helpful for someone else, you will have income. Multiple sources of income is actually multiple people that you can help to, or multiple organizations that you can help to, multiple ways that you can help with. You see, when you
Mhm.
help, it means that you have.
Yes.
Who help?
That's
those
true.
people that have. Yes.
Right. That's very
So
true.
you,
Yeah.
so you need to decide in your head that you have. So you got to help people, and once you help people, you will have income. Most people think that income is something that comes to you, but
Hmm.
income is actually something that you give. It grows, and you get it, but you get it because you gave. So yes, it
Right.
comes to you. It comes to you, but actually you created your own income. No one give it to you. You plant the seed, which is I'm going to help you, and you
Hmm.
make sure that you don't misunderstand the word help as something that you do without any return. That's not help. That's a
Right.
handout. And you
Yeah.
make sure that you get paid for your help. And now what you've done is actually you plant the seed and you harvest the income.
I see that. Yeah. And it's interesting because I kind of like the angle, or would you say that it's true to say most people think that income comes to you, but really you need to go to it, quote unquote.
Yeah. You need to harvest it.
Yeah.
It's like
You need
the
to
fruit
harvest.
don't come to the farmer. He needs to go and harvest it. So you plant the seed
Yeah.
by helping. You take care of the customer, you take care of the business, you take care of something, and you get income. And when someone tell you, well, I have passive income, the truth is that there's no such thing really as passive income, because any income requires investment. Any fruit
Mm.
requires that even if it just grow by mistake, someone put the seed in, there's some rain that come down, there's things in the ground that feed the plant, etc., etc., etc.
Right. Totally. Yeah.
So the truth is, the misunderstanding are, number one, first of all, have one source of income,
Hmm.
learn how to help.
Yeah.
And the one source of income is not a salary. For example, if you have a salary, it will be a source of income only if that salary covers your expenses, because otherwise your salary is not a source of income. If you create debt, if you owe money, you owe money, you owe money, you owe money, that's not a source of income. That's a source of debt.
But I got you. But wait, you're saying the salary is not a source of income unless it covers your expenses.
Of course, because it's source
Right.
of
But
debt.
most,
You're doing something that cost you more than you spend.
yeah, right. But isn't most people's salary covering their expenses? Like that's how they live?
No, most people, 90% of the people on this
Okay.
planet,
Credit.
even more, live on credit.
Yeah, yeah. Got you. I see what you mean. Yeah. So in other
So
words, you're saying your source of income, your salary needs actually to cover your life without credit.
exactly, if you don't have your life expenses and set aside, and the money for bad days set aside,
Mm.
covered, if you don't have that, if you owe money to anyone under the sun, moon, or earth, you don't have one source of income.
Interesting. Interesting.
If
Wow.
you have debt,
Okay, I
you
can see that. That makes
don't
sense.
have the first source of income.
Yes, I see. Wow. So most people will think, okay, I'm in a situation where I have debt from student loans or whatever the case may be, life, and I have my salary, which I'm pretty, this is my career path right now. It's not going to double in the next year necessarily. It's just, this is what I'm earning. So what do I do?
Double it, become more, help more people.
Okay.
Imagine that you work in a company and you get I don't know, $3,000 per month. Okay, and
Mhm.
now you decide that you're going to become the best. You help everyone. You work 20 hours instead of 8 hours. When you work, you actually work. You don't just do the minimum required, but you actually work. You don't do what you're supposed to do when your boss is looking. You go out of your way and you produce 16 to 20 hours per day for the company, and you bring actual results and you report the result, and you become the money machine. You handle everything. You just make money. You make money. You print money, or you bring exchange in the area that you are. You're an
Yes.
accountant or a big bookkeeper. You close all the backlog. You organize. You subsystems. You go. You try. You figure out things. What do you think? They will pay you more or not?
Yeah, I think that they would 100%. Assuming you're in the right setup. I know, for example, for me with my, I have one employee that I'm thinking of, and she really has doubled her income, I would say, just by being, full throttle committed. But I don't know if everyone's like me, how would recognize that production. So what do you do if you don't have that?
You extend it. You collect your results
Hmm.
and you report it. Because the mistake why people don't get an increase in pay is one of two things. Either they don't do anything, so they don't deserve it, or they do,
Yeah.
but they don't promote it. You have to promote
Mm.
the work. The work don't speak for itself.
Hmm.
People
I
think that
see.
good work speaks for itself. No, good work don't have mouth. You
Yeah.
need to, you
True.
need to be
True.
the mouth of the good work.
Yeah, I see. That's for sure. And that's the entire, the whole subject also of PR is that. And so many people miss that about promoting the work they've done. And they have all these fake realities about it that if I talk about the good work I did, then I don't know, showing off or people won't like it or I don't know what. But I get what you mean. It's true. You need to promote it.
You need to promote and you have to show off all the time. But as long as you allow everyone else to show off at least as much as you,
Right.
there's
Right.
nothing wrong with showing off. There's nothing wrong to be full with yourself if you allow everyone else to be full with themselves.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Because
that's
if I'm
true.
full with myself, I'm setting up a raft that I need to perform by. And if I'm
What do you
not,
mean?
if I'm
What's a
saying I'm
rough? What do you
useless,
mean?
it's like I'm setting up my next target. If I'm saying, look, I'm the best runner, well, I
Ah,
need to be the best runner
yeah.
and better. Yes.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the best singer. I need to show that I'm the best singer or better. But if I say, well,
Mhm.
I'm just a useless person, I'm humble, I'm useless. Humble and useless people are not successful.
Yes. Well, let me ask you about that. So, I know people that are very successful but very humble. So, what does that
Well,
mean?
so a person that is successful in I'm humble, humble do not mean or humble mean I'm hiding, yes? But when a person is successful, if you know that he's successful, he's already not humble. Because how do you know that he's successful?
Yeah, I suppose some. Well,
Then
maybe
it's
people
an
wrote about
oxymoron. You
him.
cannot say I know someone that's successful is in is humble. You may have someone that's successful and don't show off. This is good because he doesn't need to show off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you definitely know that he's successful.
Yeah. Yeah. So what? Fair enough. It got out. So how do you know when you do need to show off, when you don't need to show off? Because on the one hand,
When
we're saying we should, but then some don't.
No, what I'm saying is that you need to be full with yourself, and you need to be amazing and say I'm unbelievable, okay?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
and as long as you let everyone else to be like that, yes. And when
Right.
you allow everyone else to be like that, you're not actually above someone else. When you are not is when you try to be above someone else. I'm
Yes.
actually,
Fair
when
enough.
I'm showing off and allowing everyone else to show off as well, at least as much as me, which means I'm monitoring my show off by the ability of the other person to show off. And all I'm doing is I'm raising his ability to perform because I'm getting him to commit to perform.
Yes, I see that. And that's true. You're very good about recognizing people that are amazing and telling them that they're amazing and bringing out their qualities. And B, by doing that, you also kind of, that's what you see and that's what you expect as well.
Exactly. But if I'm useless, I'm setting up a level of uselessness that it's okay. It's like if everyone is doing drugs, the tendency of everyone else is to do drugs. But if I come in and say, I don't do drugs, I set up a new level that people will say, whoa, he's not doing drug, he's not doing drug. It's ideal. I want, and you allow them, you don't make them wrong. You just communicate it in a level that they will feel okay with that.
Yes.
Every time
Yes.
they see you, they will grow with you. Every time they will see you, they will grow with you.
Right. Right. True. Very, very true. Amazing. Amazing. So, right. Okay. So circling back to multiple sources of income, you have a situation where you have your salary, and yes, you double the work and you do as much as you can. And so you're saying that's the way to grow it. But where did we leave off in terms of if the boss doesn't recognize that? You know what I mean? Then
No
what?
problem. Become the boss. Start your own company. I'm not saying that you need to get stuck in one place. I'm just saying that you need to create one source of income.
Mm-hmm.
And for as long as you have debt that you cannot pay, you don't have income, you have debt.
I see. So first of all, you need to handle the debt. But for some people, that's like a 15-year project for some people, student loans, things like that.
Not a problem. But your debt, when you have a student loan of, let's say, $20,000, your debt is your monthly payment. Yes?
Okay.
So if you cover your monthly payment, you're basically okay, yes? You're making money. But the problem is that they have a student loan, but the student loan may go down slowly, but the overall debt grows because they live above. They live above the ability. Most people live above their ability. Rich people live below the ability. Poor people, those that try to have multiple sources of income, live above the ability. So you either reduce your expenses or, more correctly, increase your income.
Right. I see.
And this is a specific way of increase your income. It is simple. It doesn't take years. Like anything, if you know how to do it, it will happen quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. I get it. So when you say handling your debt or your salary should cover your debts, then you're basically saying your salary needs to get to a position where you're covering what you owe monthly, and you don't, and it never dips further. It doesn't go into further debt. You're actually managing to even set aside money and reduce the debt.
Exactly.
Okay. And once
so now
you've
you
got
have one
that,
source of income. You have one source of income.
yes, yes.
Okay. Now, the next source of income that you do is, once this is handled, and you do that without any attention, this is like it's a walk in the park for you. You do it with no problem. Then you look at what you're going to do that you are already good at, not new things. You need to find something that you are already good at, something that already worked for you, something that you understand, not something new, untried as yet. Yes, something that you really know, and you take that and you add to what you're doing, and then you make sure that that works, that actually don't create liability.
Yeah.
And only once the second thing works, you go to the third thing, but always at the same line. You take Intel, okay? Intel just Mobileye. It's an Israeli company at about $15 billion, I think about 5 years ago, something like that. $15 billion for a company in Israel that basically had very little income, or no income, or I think very little income. And today it was announced that Intel decided to spin off the company, to put it on the stock exchange, and to separate it from Intel, and as well as many other companies. During the last few years, Intel grew. In the last 5 years, Intel grew at about 43% only. It's very, very, very slow growth. It's very bad.
Okay.
Why? Why? Because it decided to shoot it in many areas that it has no idea yet. Even this
I see.
too detailed could not take other areas that they don't have really knowledge yet. And that's what most people do. When they think
Yeah.
about new sources of income, they go to crypto and they go to this and they go to that and they go to that and they put money and they put effort and they do all kind of things that end in most cases at a loss.
Right. Most case, yeah, you're right. Most of the time, and not enough people talk about the losses. You hear about the good things. So you would say, like, let's just say, I know a guy who's a real estate agent, and he's now randomly his new source of income. Now he's trading stocks, and he just decided to do it as a fun thing on the side. I don't know whether or not he first of all established his first source fully or not. I assume so. But what would you say? What would you say to that? Is that a good idea to now start learning stocks and kind of make some money on the side as a game or not?
You see, money is something that you need to be professional at. It's not something on the side. You
Yeah.
can play basketball on Saturday on the side, and if you win and if you lose, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yes?
Right.
But if
Right.
you're going to invest in stock and if you're going to stop producing on your normal income earning job, before you know it, you will lose so much money that. So I will not do that unless if I decide, okay, you know what? This is my new thing, and I'm going to do only that, and I'm going to be professional in that. But then
Yeah.
I'm setting myself up in a course for the next 5 to 10 years. At
Yes,
least.
I see. Got you. Got you. Or at the very least to say, you know what? I have some money and it's like a basketball game on the side and I recognize losing,
Then,
but it's not my
yeah,
source of
but
income.
that's not the source of income. That's fun. That's
Right.
gambling.
Right. Yeah.
That's
True. True.
it's faster to do
Yes.
it in Vegas. Why spend so much time on trading?
Yeah. Just go to Vegas. Yeah, and it'll be more fun.
Yes.
Yeah. True.
You see,
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
to get income, you need to become professional at something. And if you're professional at something, why will someone look at doing something else? Let's say you are a real estate agent and you sell all day long. And you sell so much that you need to hire other real estate agents to help you. And you sell so much that you open your own real estate company. And you sell so much that you start to do rehab. And you sell so much that you need to do all kind of things. Will you look at trading stock?
No, it
No.
would not become your thing. Yeah.
So why someone go to trade stock? Because he failed in something. And instead of taking what he started and make it go right and actually become professional and successful, he says, you know what, I started there, it doesn't work, I'll go there, let me try. And they continue to try.
Yeah, I see.
Why will
I see.
someone go, if I'm very good in electronics, why will I decide to go and do, I don't know, cooking as a profession,
Yeah.
not
Right, not for a hobby. Yeah.
yeah, why would I open a restaurant? I have no idea what the complexities of a restaurant.
Right.
Why would
Yeah,
I
I
do
see.
that? Because I failed as an engineer. At least secretly, I believe that I failed because if I'm successful at something, I will expand at what I'm doing.
I see. And so, but the only time you would go into a different industry is if your existing one was thriving, and then you decided to expand
And I
into
have
something
some
else.
kind of, but I need to have some kind of advantage in that area. Some
Okay.
kind of advantage in that area, but because otherwise, to go from, let's say, I'm a coach, and now I'm going to invest in crypto. Just learning the words that related to crypto will take me 2 years. And probably I
Right.
will lose all the money that I've made as being a coach. And what I'm actually saying when I'm going to a totally different area is I failed at what I'm doing. And I didn't
I
handle
see.
the reason why I failed at what I'm doing. So I will fail again.
Yeah, that's very important. That's very vital. That's a vital point in general. that people jump around from different things or different relationships or different professions, and they didn't handle the problem of why that relationship failed or why that profession failed, and then they get into it again.
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting. Very true. I can see that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So
Wow.
the whole viewpoint of multiple sources of income, in my view, have to be, once you have one source of income that you're really good at, expand it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a real estate agent. Okay, hire other real estate agents. Provide to the people that buy from you some auxiliary services. Start a rehab company. Do something around what you already know, but don't jump into something else, because the only reason why you jump into something else is because you either openly or secretly believe that you failed.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I don't know if
You'll see
everyone
if
would
someone
admit it, but I can see it.
Yeah, if someone is married to someone that he loves and everything is good, blah, 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 he will not go and marry another lady. True or false?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he is going and looking for another lady, it means that secretly the marriage is not ideal, or openly the marriage is not ideal.
Right? Yeah.
And when he
True.
goes to the next lady, it's probably going to be worse. Why? Because he didn't handle the first problem that created the problem with the first marriage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's exactly applied to business.
Amazing. Yeah, totally. Totally. That's amazing. Amazing. Good. That was excellent. That actually was a totally different viewpoint, I think, than what probably most people expected to hear about multiple sources of income, but so true. So that's like the fundamental thing is, first of all, get the original one right, expand it, and that's the key.
Yeah, it's really
I
I do a lot of coaching to couples that want to get divorced and so on, and the viewpoint is, I will find someone better than him. There's not
Yeah.
someone better than him. There's no someone better than him or her. Like there's no better business generally. In 99% of the cases, there's no better business. It is you that don't know how to make it go, how to create the relationship in the case of a marriage, or how to create income in the case of business. And the next one will just be worse, openly or not.
Wow. Yeah. That makes sense. And I've seen that as well. Because the person themselves has something that they need to handle.
Exactly. You have to handle
Yeah.
the actual source. Why you don't have number one handle? So you are so excited that you want to expand it. If you have a machine
Right.
that print money, and it prints now $100,000 a month. Okay. What will you do?
Yeah.
Will you start to go and put machine that make bread, or will you expand the machine that already print $100,000 per month to do 120, 150 to 100?
Yeah, I would do the latter because I would take good care of that machine. Yeah.
Exactly. So when will you go and try to make bread if that machine stopped printing money or never started?
Yeah, exactly. You would have to figure something new out. But the problem was you couldn't even take care of that machine. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the next machine is going to break as well. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I love it. That's very, very good. Yeah, really good. Amazing. Okay, so I don't know, is the link up, by the way, for the Understand the Economy course? I can't see.
It's now up.
It's now up? Okay, amazing. So let's talk about that as just something interesting for people, because it very much ties in, and it's a course that's, I think, $19 or something very affordable like that, where we basically took it out of the Prepinar, where the Prepinar was an 8-part webinar series, but this last part was like 2 or 3 hours, and it was separate. It can sort of be watched on its own, and it was all about the economy. So why do you think that it's so important for people to watch that, and how does that relate, economy, to multiple sources of income?
Okay. When a person create income, He's doing it within an economy.
True.
The playing field is the economy. If you don't
Right.
understand the playing field of basketball, you will not be a good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
So, prerequisite to playing any kind of financial game, any kind of income earning game, is to understand the setup. How does it work? What is the
Yeah.
general rules? What's
Yeah.
actually going on the field? Who is the referee? Who is the other? Who is the other team? Who are the cheerleaders? Who is who?
Yeah,
You
and
have
what
to
makes
understand.
the game go? Like what you pass the ball in order to, what makes the game go? The
Yeah,
components of the games. Yeah.
exactly. And that is that course. It gives you. It set up the picture. It set up the stage so you can play
Mhm.
effectively and create one source of income. And within
Mhm.
that same setup, extend it into more sources of income in the same area
Yes,
where
within
you
a playing field that you understand.
exactly where you
Yeah.
actually have some kind of advantage.
Yes, totally. I think that literally every person that is involved in business, I mean, in life too, but let's just make it so I don't sound like I'm exaggerating too much. But every person that's involved in business needs to watch it because when we created the course, I was doing so much research on like a basic explanation on what makes an economy tick. Why does inflation happen? And what happens when they raise interest or lower interest, and how does the economy work, what does it mean when there's crashes, and nowhere explained it simply, nowhere. Like I didn't find somewhere that like I can watch and understand the words and the components of the economy. And that's what we ended up doing with this course. It came out like so simple but so thorough and powerful.
Yeah, especially today with what's happening with the
Hmm.
crash that happened already, although people don't
Yes.
know about it because it's hidden.
Yeah.
There
Right.
is an actual financial crash that happening right now, that happened and is happening right now, that is
Hmm.
hidden. I will not get into why exactly, etc. right now.
Yeah.
By the way, that could be a subject for another webinar,
Yeah, we
for
should.
another
Yeah, we
topic.
talked about it a few months ago, actually, and we should talk
Yeah,
about it again. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
good topic.
Yeah, so especially since this thing happening right now, you really need to understand the playing field. You really need to understand what you can do, what should you do,
Mhm.
where do you move, where do you put the money if you do have money, etc.
Absolutely. Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. Amazing. So this
So
was
what is the
great.
link?
I didn't see. Oh, the link is gprosperity.com/economy course. If you have any issues, just write to us and we'll help you find it. It's like I'm almost sure it's a $19 course. So check it out. It's really low cost and it's a really, really effective lesson on the economy.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's all.
I couldn't see any of the comments, by the way. So
Okay, let me
I don't
read
know
the
if.
comments for you. Because so Pedro
Okay.
say, "Love you guys." Lorna say hi. Teresa say hi there. Anita,
Hi.
hello.
Hi.
Ezra Masters. Anita say, when
Mm.
there are others sings your praises and you say thank you, and you are amazing too. Okay. Rich people
Hmm.
live below their ability. Thanks for that, Kelly. Yes.
Mm, yeah.
Sophie, Vast Tech. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Dustin, totally different. Yes. And Teresa, you are the reason that Dustin and I are happily married. Wow. Amazing, Teresa.
Wow.
Amazing, Teresa and
Wow.
Dustin. And Anita, new
Yes.
meaning to diversification.
Hmm.
Uh, yes. And yes, married friendship with you, Dustin. Yes, exactly. And Lorna said, wow, thank you so much for this perspective. It clarifies so many things for me. And
Yeah.
Dustin said, definitely do a webinar about the financial crash.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a great one. Absolutely. We will. Okay. All right, that was great. Thanks for watching, everyone. Abele, thank you.
Thank you.
That was amazing,
Thank
as
you,
always.
Mami. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, bye
Bye, guys.
everyone. Good night. Bye.
Bye.